The NFL season is going strong, and DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking new customers up with an offer that's even stronger. Bet $5 on any game this week to score $200 instantly in bonus bets. And DraftKings isn't stopping there. All customers can take advantage of a sweetener offer every game day this October. Get in on game day greatness. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Shannon. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet 5 on the NFL. That's code Shannon only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. Hello. Welcome to another edition of Nightcap. I am your favorite Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, a 6-time Pro Bowler, Cincinnati Bengal legend, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for getting us up to 125,000 followers. Remember, Ocho, we just went to 50,000 on Monday night. We're at 125. So continue to hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends to hit the subscribe button because Ochocinco and Unc, we doing big things over here on Nightcap. And on Sunday, we're going to announce a special giveaway. So stay tuned for that. That's going on Sunday. Let's jump right into it, Ocho. The Jags beat the Saints 31-24. Trevor Lawrence was 20 of 29, 204 yards, a touchdown. Derek Carr was 33 of 55, 301, one touchdown, one pick. The Saints had the ball first and goal at the 6-yard line. 4 straight incompletions. They should have had a touchdown on third down, but Moreau, his hands got stiff. He locked his fingers up, Ocho. You know, you got in that situation, you got to relax.
Yeah.
You got to relax.
You got to relax. Yeah, most definitely. Listen, I'm going to start from the beginning of the game. Obviously, I thought it was going to be a runaway by the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've been playing some phenomenal football, man. Ever since Trevor Lawrence got there, that team has turned the dynamic and turned everything around and being a competitor as opposed to what we're used to seeing from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Being up 24-9, honestly, I thought the game was over. And I just for the life of me, I can't understand why the Saints aren't the same intimidating Saints I'm used to seeing, especially offensively. Obviously, Drew Brees is not there. Derek Carr fills in, but you have the likes of Michael Thomas, Olave, Rashid, Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara, and for what are we doing? There used to be an intimidating factor from the Saints offensively, and it's just not there. Obviously, they were able to come back in the game and make it a game, make it a game again, and it's I just don't know what it is. The games you shouldn't be having to play from behind with a team like that, structured in that manner, with that type of talent surrounding you as a quarterback. I don't know what the problem is.
But I think that's the problem is the quarterback. They don't believe. And I understand they're going to go out there and say, oh, we believe. But at the end of the day, your quarterback is what gives you that belief that you can go out there. And when you have that guy, it doesn't matter what's on the other side. It doesn't matter what their defense is. It doesn't matter who their quarterback is. Right. As long as we got a quarterback that we believe in and we know what he's more than capable of doing.
Right.
Look, I mean, John, how many situations have Derek Carr, how many coaches have Derek Carr gotten fired? Dennis Allen about to find out he's about to get another one. Now, John Gruden was going to end up getting fired. I mean, I know Mark Davis didn't want to fire him. He had a 10-year contract for $100 million. But the coach before that, Derek Carr, got him fired. Derek Carr, if you just look at the stats, 33 of 55, 301, a touchdown, and he should have had a second touchdown. And then who knows what would have happened. But Ocho, he plays, you look at him and you're like, man, he can make every throw. And then he'll go a stretch where he go like an entire quarter. And you're like, has this dude ever thrown a football? Has he ever played the game of football? And it just leaves you scratching your head like, bro.
But then
go ahead.
But also, I'm looking at it in its totality and really not just putting everything on him, because as I'm watching, I'm looking at receivers giving up on routes. I'm looking at receivers dropping balls and not saving your quarterback. Sometimes you got to save you got to HBO your quarterback. Help a brother out. Sometimes every
Yeah.
throw's not going to be perfect. Sometimes on
Yeah.
certain routes, you have DBs sitting on you, and he has to scramble a little bit. Come back to the ball.
Come
Save
back.
him a little bit. Reset everything. Reset the alignment to help him out sometime because it doesn't play out all the time just how it's drawn up.
Oh yeah.
You got to improvise sometime and help
Yeah.
the quarterback out. I saw him fussing, with Olave sometimes on some things on some hot routes. I saw him fuss with a Kamara on some hot routes that he should have broken off based on blitzes that were coming. So there was a few mental mistakes, a few misassignments. So I wouldn't really put everything on Derek Carr, but the
No.
onus, because he is the quarterback,
Here's the-
he's going to get
Mhm.
most of the goddamn blame. But there's some
Yeah.
other things from other people that I did see out there today, which is they have just as much reason for the loss as does Derek Carr.
Ocho, I used to do a lot of things in the game time, and the coach would say, why'd you do that? That's not what we practice. That's not what we that's not the way we drew it up. I said,
Right.
yeah, but when you drew it up on the board, them X's and O's didn't move. Hell, I got out the game and guess what? If I'm the X, I'm moving,
Right.
and the O
Right.
damn sure moved. So
Right.
I had to run my route accordingly, or I had to do accordingly. Yeah, I understood that you say this is what he normally does,
Right.
but that's not what he did.
Right.
So I had to act accordingly. I can't go out there because you're gonna look at me crazy. I come back to the sideline and say, well, I ran it like this. You told me to go 12 yards, and
Yeah.
the guy said the 8. You
Right.
always told me never go behind the DB to
Mhm.
run my route, break the
Right.
route off in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. It's just, like I said, I hate the fact that that Moreau dropped the ball on third down, and I know I've been there, I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped the pass in 91 in the south end zone at my high,
Right.
Ocho, that would have given us home field throughout the playoffs.
Mm.
We went to Buffalo and lost the AFC Championship game 10-7.
Listen, I dropped one just like Moreau when I was with the Patriots in Buffalo. Hit me right in the hands. Lack of focus.
Yep.
Too tensed up, or I think I was too relaxed on that one. It was too relaxed.
Right.
It just went right through my hands. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what happened with me. But stuff like that happened, and it's crazy how you lose your lack of focus for a split
Just
second.
a second. Just
A
a second.
split
That's all it
second.
takes.
And the ball right out your hands.
Yeah, I remember in driving home crying like a baby. I called my brother on the phone. He's like, bro, what's going on?
You was
I said,
crying?
man, was I? Because that, Ocho, when you trying to make a name for yourself,
Yes,
and I
sir.
wasn't getting a whole lot of opportunities.
Right.
So my whole mindset was when I got an opportunity to cash it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like the way I played in the Ravens. I wasn't gonna get a whole lot of opportunities, but I'm trying to hit my head on the goalpost every opportunity that I got. So
Yes,
I know
sir.
I might not get one catch,
Right.
but okay, can you make it something special?
Right.
And so
right.
that was my one chance. I'm like, man, coach, hey, this is what's good. And it happened just like he said, we're gonna line you up here.
Mhm.
We're gonna motion you out, and they're gonna motion Jerry Robinson with you. So that's gonna be a linebacker that's gonna be you.
Right.
Man, I shook him so bad.
Yeah.
Ocho, I just knew it. And what I
Killed him.
did, I short armed the Ocho. Instead of just all I had to do was do this, and I did
Right.
it like this,
It went right off your fingertips, huh?
right off my fingertips, man.
Damn.
Right off my fingertip. Broke my heart.
Yeah.
And I just remember it's like, God, if you ever put me back in that situation again,
Never happen again.
that's never gonna happen. So what about the Jags? If you look at the play that the Jags got to get the lead, that's a simple Zorro route.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, you run that route on third or fourth down, trying to pick
Yeah.
up a couple of yards because they're in man coverage.
Yep.
That's not a route that you hit your head on the goalpost on.
No.
You're not going 44 yards on a Zorro, Ocho.
Mm-mm.
I've scored several times.
Mm-hmm.
That's a route they put in the West Coast.
Right.
Peterson was the quarterback in the West Coast with Andy.
Right.
And so I'm like, bro, how? How do you score 44 yards on a Zorro route?
Well, I think they scored. Obviously, they was a man, and then not only were they a man, there was a mismatch. There's a mismatch. Why is not a nickel?
Honey Badger.
Why is a nickel not on Christian Kirk? Why is the Honey Badger, who normally your safety, always coming down in the box if you want to play rob or something, why is he on Christian Kirk in that situation on third down anyway? What are we doing? He's not going to be able to cover him.
I don't care if they got Cam. I don't care if they got Cam Jordan. What about the angles that they took to get him down? He still went 44 yards on the Zorro route, Ocho.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Listen, it's man to man. Where's all the DBs backs facing? Where's everybody? Which way? But they looking that way. So by the time they turn around, Christian Kirk is in full speed, already passing by. You notice once he caught the ball and got going upfield, everybody looked around. It was too late. He was full tilt. He was already full tilt. It was a house call from that point.
Man, they took some horrible angles. Ocho, they took some horrible angles. Honey Badger, because once he makes that play, Honey Badger knows he's got to get up the field. So I'm going to try to intercept him at a point. I ain't going down the line. Because forget the first stopping for forget trying to stop him from a first down. That's the least of your concerns now. Now I'm trying not to let him get 6 points out of this.
Right. Yeah, it was too late. It was too late. And then Kirk is already fast. He's already fast. It is. He doesn't need to be Tyreek Hill fast, but you got to think in the NFL, it's all about angles. It's all about angles. And once you get somebody that's already ahead of you, man, ain't nothing you could do. Ain't nothing you could do.
Ocho, where you get that Bass Pro jacket from?
Oh, this from
Urban Outfitters? Beyond?
No, this from Urban Outfitters. It was on the sale rack, $20.
Man,
that's you don't like this?
That's when you got your phone. That's when you got your phone and you hear buzzing in the bedroom, and you put that on. You put that on and go get it.
Hey, now this some good material. Now this is good quality. This is good quality.
That's a towel. You drive with that.
Nah, this 100% cotton. It's imported from Italy. What you talking about?
What you think they make towels out of? Silk?
Nah, I'm saying the type of quality this is. This is good quality. This imported from Italy. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You talking about little Italy over in New York?
No, I'm talking about the real. This from Naples, Italy. This from Naples.
Oh, they from Florida? Naples. Yeah, I got a homeboy got a crib in Naples.
Nah. This is real good quality. You don't know nothing about this. Yeah, trying to make fun of us.
Davante Adams is very frustrated with his role in the offense.
I would be.
He says, I'm just not here to hang out. What are your thoughts on 17?
My thoughts are on 17 is that's right. That's right. Why does he have to settle for mediocrity? Because they have. Why does he have to? Why does he have to? You have a top tier receiver on your team that gives you a chance to win week in and week out. He is a difference maker. He is someone that can hit his head off the goalpost from anywhere on the field. He is someone that makes everyone else around him job easier, including the offensive coordinator and including the quarterback. They played the goddamn New England Patriots last weekend. He had 2 catches. Mind you, you might have won the game. But let's say you weren't playing the New England Patriots. Don't allow teams to dictate what you want to do with your best players, especially someone of that magnitude, if you want to have a winning attitude and have a winning mentality. Dictate what you want to do. Don't allow them to dictate to you. I can keep going.
Ocho.
Talk to me.
Ocho.
Yes, sir.
The Patriots are not dictating where the ball's going. The quarterback is. Look at the quarterback that you got. What did you think you was going to get when you got Jimmy Garoppolo?
Whoa.
What did you? Oh, go ahead.
You got Jimmy Garoppolo, right?
Yeah.
You could have the Pope under center. You could have the Pope under center who don't know nothing about football, and you look at Davante Adams' resume and understanding what he can do regardless of coverage, regardless of needing the help of an offensive coordinator to scheme him open, understanding he has the DNA to get it off the muscle from anywhere, from the outside, from the inside, coming out the backfield, condensed split, tight split, wide split. He doesn't even need help. He's what I like to call it. Remember Marvin Harrison?
Yeah.
Used to line up on the right side of the field.
Right.
And all Peyton had to say was,
Reggie Wayne, you lined up on the left.
Reggie Wayne, you know what? Get open. I don't need to scheme nothing. Davante is that type of player. So it doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. You know you have someone that is going to be open for you every single time. It's easy. It's not hard. Why? You don't have to complicate it. Why make it difficult?
Think about this, Ocho. Go back and look at Jimmy Garoppolo when he played his best football.
Yes, sir.
It was in San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Look at Kyle Shanahan's system. Now, what did Jimmy do? Quick pass, jailbreak screen, handoff, swing passes.
Right.
Okay. Are you going to change? So are you going to revamp your offense to get the maximum? Because you got to understand, and this is what I always tell people.
Right.
When you sign a guy in free agency,
yes, sir,
you better use him like they used him where he came from and why you fell in love with him. Because
Right.
if you don't, you see, if I get a towel, if I buy a towel to drive with it,
Right.
it shouldn't be a shower curtain. It shouldn't be curtains that I hang up in my living room
Right.
because that's not what I bought it for.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jimmy G and you know what his skill set was. So why are we upset that he can't maximize what Davante does when he never did that for anybody else?
This is the thing. This is the thing. He's never done it with anybody else, but he's also never had a Davante Adams. He's also never had a Davante Adams.
Right.
Come hella high water, Jimmy G being the quarterback, you have someone that makes your job easy. You know what? I know whatever play I call right now, regardless of coverage, I know who I can count on. I know who I can count on to win every single time. Every single time. Sometimes you can improvise. Sometimes as a quarterback, you can go off script based on the personnel that's surrounding you. Davante Adams is one of those people. Can you imagine? I'm just thinking, hypothetically speaking, Unc, if I never played quarterback a day in my life, never played quarterback a day in my life at the highest level.
Too bad for you.
But if I was with the Raiders, listen, I'm feeding that. I'm feeding that because I know I can move up and down the field by feeding the individual that cannot be stopped regardless of what they do defensively. All we have to do is put them in positions to win. It's really simple. I'm not sure whose ego is so complicated or whose ego is so inflamed over there offensively, whoever the coordinator may be. It's easy.
Josh McDaniels is the coordinator.
No disrespect.
He's a better coordinator than the other head coach. As a head coach, he was an epic failure in Denver.
Do you think he's calling the plays?
He's only been good in New England. Remember when he was the OC at the Rams? He was terrible. Remember when he was the head coach at the Broncos? He was terrible.
Right.
He backed out of a job. He had a job in Indy. He backed out of that.
Yeah.
And then ended up getting another job. Ocho, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Can you get butter from a duck?
No, I don't think so. You can't get no butter from no duck now.
Can you get bacon from a chicken? So in other words, you're asking Jimmy G to give you something that he can't. Why can't you understand that? Damn what he is.
This the NFL. Jimmy G's job is to throw the ball. Jimmy G's job is to throw the ball. There are people in the game called the NFL. You have quarterbacks and you have receivers. You have tiers of receivers, right? You have tiers
of quarterbacks.
Right. So you have a tier 1 receiver that can make a good quarterback look brilliant.
Yes.
Look amazing. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's really simple. If Jimmy G is one that you feel you can't win with, or he can't really get the job done, he doesn't need to be in a Kyle Shanahan's offense. You know why? Because you have someone like the likes of Davante Adams that makes his job fucking easy. It makes his job easy.
But what Kyle did is that he masked. Kyle was makeup. He didn't let you see those imperfections that Jimmy G had. You see, you've been in a situation. You see the nice lady at the club, and there's something about them lights at the club. I don't know what the hell they do. I need to get some of them in my house. But they make everything look good. Right. And then all of a sudden she get home and she ain't under those lights. And she start taking off her makeup. And yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And she come up out them skims or whatever they call them, and everything hit the floor. Like everything dropped like what the hell? Who dropped marbles out their pocket? And everything rolling around. And then all of a sudden, she take off lashes. She wrapped her head up in a bonnet.
Right.
See what Kyle Shanahan did? He didn't let you see those imperfections. Right. Now you got him in a different light, and you see him for what he actually is.
And this is a funny thing. I'm glad you said that. So in the NFL, you have players that get coaches fired, and you have players that can prolong a coach's career.
Absolutely.
You have Jimmy G, right? And those imperfections that you speak of, there's an individual that can mask those, and he wears number 17. He can mask all those imperfections by moving around and put him in situations to either get the ball out of Jimmy's hands fast, or if you want to do play action, if you want to use Josh Jacobs, establish the run, but you have someone that can wheel you down the field at will at any given moment, and you're not using it. So you're complicating it. At this point, I think they're doing it on purpose. At this point, I think they're doing it on purpose. Honestly,
but why?
I think they sabotaging it on purpose. I don't know, because they have a different mindset. They thinking differently upstairs. We don't know what they're thinking, but when you understand what they have in that building, when you understand what they have in that room, when you understand the resume and the DNA and who Davante Adams is and what he can do on the field, regardless to who's in front of him, against any coverage, 2 catches is fucking nonsense. That's nonsense. And I mean that with all due respect to all parties involved.
You said you wanted to see Chad, you wanted to see Davante in Dallas.
Oh yeah, talk to me now. Yeah.
So if CD, hold on, is CD gonna give up that 88? Because the 88 is supposed to be special. Davante Adams walks in the door. So if he walks in the door, who's gonna now? You do remember this, Ocho? They got rid of Amari Cooper, so CD could be number 1 without anybody challenging him.
Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not why. That was a business. That was a business decision because
how that business decision working out for
him? Jerry Jones didn't want to pay that $20 million. That's what it came from.
He already paid it. Look at Gallup. So tell me, so now everybody's saying they need a number 2 receiver. Now you see Amari Cooper balling.
Yeah. It was nothing wrong with him in the first place. There was no need to get rid of him. You got rid of him because you didn't want to pay the money. You didn't want to pay the money, and you felt you were going to get the production from elsewhere or something close to it. That's not the case for someone that good. That's not the case.
Sometimes you have to remove because, in my estimation, because he's so technically and fundamentally sound. Amari's not going to concede. He's not going to say, "Oh, okay." It's kind of like with Jerry and T.O. Jerry wasn't going to concede that number 1 spot to T.O. They had to get Jerry out of there. They had to.
They had to get T out of there. Okay, I see what you mean.
No, listen. Remember, on Jerry Rice's day, T.O. caught 20 passes.
Oh,
on Jerry Rice's day.
Okay. Yeah,
they had to move on for Jerry because in Jerry's mind, Jerry wasn't going to concede. He's not the number 1 receiver.
Right.
Amari Cooper, you know how you're number 1. You ain't conceding ish.
Whoa. I did though. I did. Why did I do?
Yeah, because T.O. was just better than you though.
No, T.O. No. I'm the better receiver. Sometimes numbers don't tell the whole story. Anyway, that's my dog. We'll get on that
number?
later.
That's the story. If I dial that number, if I dial your number that's in my phone, will you pick up? Okay, them numbers tell the story then.
Yeah, I know they do. But listen,
that's the story I was talking.
Listen, and I was happy. I stood on the table. I think it was before Buffalo. I think that's what. Man, I went up to Mr. Brown. I went to Marvin Lewis. I say, man, listen, man, we got to get a T in here. You know, me and T, we 20 years strong in the game. Friends outside of the game, on the field. I was happy and had no problem taking a backseat to one of the greatest to ever play the game. I was happy. So listen,
that's your friend.
Yeah, but we talk about winning. I was looking at the bigger picture. Now it didn't work out the way I thought it would, but I think why can't CD see the same thing? Why can't he see the vision? Jerry Jones always want to be front and center. He want to be the GM. He want to be the president. He want to be the custodian. He want to be the janitor. He want to run the show. And the brand, the Cowboys, you haven't won a Super Bowl in how long? So why not make a splash? And why not bring in that splash of having Davante Adams and improving your offense drastically just like that and becoming a goddamn Super Bowl favorite?
Let me ask you a question, Ocho.
Why not?
At what year were you in your career when that happened? You do realize you had already gone to 6 Pro Bowls. You had already led the league in receiving. You had already been an All-Pro.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb hasn't been to as many Pro Bowls. He hadn't accomplished the things. So he's not going to be as willing a participant as you to concede.
Whoa. I thought the common goal was to get the Lombardi trophy.
Isn't that what, Ocho.
Listen to me. Is that not what we preach about all the time? Oh. There is one team. Listen to me now. There's one team that moves the needle in all media. One team that moves the needle. And every year it's the same conversation. We have the talent, we have the players, we have the personnel to go to the Super Bowl, and they continue to fall short every year. Why not add that one special dynamic that can put you over the hump offensively? Why not?
Ocho,
I'm just saying. I'm speaking hypothetically.
Okay, Ocho, I'm not disagreeing with you, but you know. People say, I want to win, but 95% of people want to win, but they want to win their way. You know that.
Wait, so are you talking about Jerry Jones? Is that his way? Are you talking about from CD's standpoint?
I'm saying people.
Okay.
Coach Belichick would rather lose his way than win somebody else's way.
See, and that, you know what? That's the problem. That's another problem.
I'm just telling you what it is.
That's probably what's going on over there in goddamn Vegas. Get the man the goddamn ball, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up getting fired, and you're going to be at home wondering why you got fired, because you're not using the players you have to the best of their ability. I don't. Because of ego. Because I'm gonna try to win my way. Just what you just said. I'm gonna win my way, and if my way involves not getting Davante Adams the goddamn ball, so be it. Now look at you.
Okay, how about this? Speaking of the Cowboys, Micah Parsons wants the same energy for the Eagles. Micah on his podcast said, "I see my quarterback maybe not have the red zone success, but move the ball way better than the Eagles did on Sunday." We want the same energy for everybody, because there's a bunch of bashing when it's Dak, but not the same when it's the Eagles. What's your take on that?
Micah has to understand who he plays for. You play for that star on that helmet, boy. It comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. America's team. That's what you want. That's the nature of the business, and that's the way it will always be. Your team moves the needle. Win, loss, draw, bye week, it don't even matter. It's gonna always be like that. Respectfully, you got to take it. You got to take it for what
but here's the thing: there are certain in certain sports. The Yankees in baseball.
Yeah.
The Lakers in basketball.
Yeah.
The Cowboys. Does he understand that Jerry Jones was not a billionaire when he purchased the Cowboys? Now he's 10, 15, 18, maybe even 20 billion. Why? That comes along with it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys. I know guys that played on bad teams that were getting 17, 18 sacks that didn't even really get mentioned.
Yeah.
And there are guys that's getting 8, 9, 10 sacks because they played on a more prominent team.
Yeah.
They get all the love. That's how it works, Micah.
Yeah.
I never heard Michael say one thing when a lot of those same media said the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons have a historic defense. Not one time do you say, why don't y'all give that energy to the Eagles? The Eagles led the league, tied the NFL record with 72 sacks last season. Micah Parsons not one time say they should give the Eagles love for that historic defense that they got. Not one time did I hear him say that.
I mean, it happens. I think you have a better understanding of it now after hearing everyone talk about it and having a better understanding on who you play for. Understand where you are. America's team. It comes with the nature of the business. I think he gets it. I think he gets it. But the media will never, ever bow down to the players based on what they have to say, because they understand what and who moves the needle. What and who moves it, and that's just what it comes down to. When it comes to basketball, it's the Lakers. When it comes to baseball, it's the goddamn Yankees, and it's been like that for years.
It's gonna be like that because I think the thing is that the expectations that comes along with the Cowboys and the expectations that their owner and the son Steven, co-owner, says that this team or this roster reminds me of the '90s Cowboys. Everybody knows what the '90s Cowboys did. So when you keep saying that, you raise the level of expectations, and when you don't meet that level of expectations, but I tell you another thing that will get people off you: when you're on national and you're on primetime television, don't get beat by 32. Don't get the brakes beat off you.
Right.
If you don't get the doors blown off you, let's just say, for the sake of argument, Ocho, you used to like to do hypothetical. Let's just say that game was a 28-27 ball game.
Right.
Nobody. When you get beat 42-10 and they call the dogs off.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But see, me, I get it. If I criticize the blacks, I'm bringing the black guy down. If I criticize the white guy, I'm criticizing them because they're not black. So I just decided I will call it like I see it. And damn what you say, whether they black, damn what you say, whether they white, I'm just going to call it like I see it. Play better.
It is what it is.
You play better. Play better.
For him individually, he's playing well, which is why he can come out and say some of the things he's saying, but he needs to have a better understanding and understand the history that comes with the team that he is playing for, and then you'll get it.
Ocho, did you see this? The female European common frog was observed engaging in toxic immobility. In other words, they were pretending to be dead, so the male frog didn't want to mate with them, wouldn't want to mate with them, because they don't. The male frog said, "I don't do that necrophilia. I ain't about that."
Right.
And they say, and as soon as the male frog get up, they get up and like, okay, barky, and hop on the way.
Well, that goes on in today's era too.
Yeah.
And I give you a different analogy.
Pretending like they sleep. You know, they pretending like they sleep.
Not only they pretend like they sleep.
Girl, come on. You just brushed your teeth 2 minutes ago. Damn.
Right? What about the frogs play like they dead, right?
Yeah.
How about women that give you their number? I'm speaking hypothetically because it doesn't happen to me, but I'm just saying based on the stories I heard. Somebody send you a DM and you know you saw it and you don't read it. Somebody send you a text and she knows she saw it and she don't read it. And she continuously sees those messages from whoever it is, knowing you have no intent on dealing with that individual, but just continuing to stare at it. And I say they do it for egotistical reasons.
But okay, that could be
egotistical reasons. You know, hey, it's the same concept. Listen, frogs. I'm not going to compare them to our female species, but I'm just saying it's the same thing.
But it just goes to show you, even something that's not as highly developed intellectually or have the brain capacity as a human, like they know what they want and what they don't.
Oh yeah.
Because for the most part, animals in the wild, what do the males do? They fight because the biggest, baddest, the females want to mate to the biggest and baddest because they want that protection.
Yeah.
Humans are probably the only species of mammals that don't worry about size.
No.
Because they're not worried about the level of protection. Now, some women say, okay, I want a man to feel, I want to feel secure. I want to feel comfortable.
They worried about zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the protection they want, huh? That's the protection they want.
Yeah, stay with me now. Let's stay with me. They worry about the zeros.
But you look at all the other mammals. You look at elephants and lions, and they're like, no. I want the big one. I want the big with the dark mane.
Yeah.
That's about 2 years old. I want him. That got a 500-mile territory.
Yeah.
Those are the brothers that need to come up in here. Yeah, but I couldn't believe the frogs did that. And that got me to think, I said, you know what? Women be doing that too. Pretend like they sleep. Faking it to keep from doing. Ocho, true story. I broke up with my girlfriend, and my sister told me.
Wait. You broke up with her, she broke up with you.
I broke up with my girlfriend. This was years ago. This was probably about 25 years ago.
Every time you tell a story, it's years ago. I'm thinking this might be recent.
No, that ain't recent. This ain't recent. No, that's 25 years ago. And my sister told my grandma, she said, Granny, you know Shannon and such and such not going together. They're not together no more.
Wait, what's her name?
My grandma said? I ain't tell you her name. But you know what it is? You know what my grandma said?
What'd she say?
She wasn't doing her nightly duties.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
That what my granny say. That's what my granny say.
Wait, let me sit up because I want. Wait, let me get my note. Let me get my notepad out. What are nightly duties so I can make sure
you know what nightly duties are. Everybody that's watching this know what nightly duties are.
No, I need you. Listen, I'm trying to get where you are. You have a little bit more life experience than me, so let me jot down some nightly duties so I can check.
She would do it like the female European common frog. She would fake it.
Oh.
Who in the time pretending like she was asleep.
Oh. Wait, y'all live together?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's dive a little deeper. This is a lot to unpack. Now, y'all live together and she wasn't doing her night.
I got a roller. I pack light. Pack light. I don't never check no luggage. So I don't know what you want to pack.
Wait, so now too deep. Understand that the last time I checked, I saw it on Murder She Wrote. A woman that was playing sleep every time he came home. And just to come to find out toward the end of the story, there happened to be another man. Yeah. And that happens a lot in life in general. Yeah. The person you with start acting funny, and when you dive a little bit deeper, you always tend to find out the routine changes from who they used to be when you first met, and you start listen, that because it happened to me. That's how I know. It happened to me, and you started acting funny. And what did I do? I put on my black Dickies. I put on my black skull cap. Oh, you sleep. So what I did, I jumped in the car. Oh, you sleep? Okay, bet. Wait a minute. How you sleep? It's 8:30. Okay, bet. Well, you go ahead and get you a nice light. So I get in the car. You know, I got a little.
You PI? You a PI now?
Yeah, I had to be because now
Oh, man.
listen. Now you listen.
Bald head Columbo.
I could be honest with you because we family. I could be honest with you. Like listen. I get in the car. I go to the house. You know, she's staying over there at the time. She in Carroll City. You know, that wasn't about a 30-minute drive, real quick. I jumped on the highway. I jumped on 95.
You love her. 30 minutes.
Yeah. I pull up to the house. The car ain't in the driveway. Wait a minute. How the car ain't in the driveway? But you just told me you sleep. That's what I'm saying in my head. I'm saying, oh, nah. Oh, she want to play. Bet. I waited about 5 minutes. I called the phone back.
Oh, snap.
The phone ain't ring. I kept calling over and over. Mind you, it ain't been number 30 minutes, so how you sleep already? I ain't chilling, so I sat on the front porch. I took a picture, right? I took a picture at the front door like this.
Oh, snap. Come on,
like
Ocho.
Yeah. Hey, I took a picture at the front door, right?
This your house? This where you
live,
this
right? You? Okay. I sent it to her. Oh, but you sleep, huh? Okay, bet. Hey, listen, and blocked the number and went on about my business in my life. Now, guess who was trying to spin the block? You know, she started seeing. You know, I had a little motion. My little motion was back in effect. You know, my visibility started being back popping. It was too late then because Rail had done came and snatched me up real quick.
Man,
came and snatched me up. I'm good. I'm good.
Listen. Sometimes
it happens.
Listen. Sometimes in a relationship,
yes, sir,
one party wants to move on, but they don't know how to tell the other party they want to move on.
That's a good one. That's because a lot of people watching right now. Unc, I'm gonna tell you no lie, because a lot of people are watching right now with someone and they don't know how to break it off. Not only do they not want to break it off in this economy, you have someone that's helping you and taking care of you. You really don't want to lose that sense of security and help. Some men as well. They with women.
Yeah, for sure.
They gotta stay with the women because you need a roof over your head.
But I ain't wired like that. I can never let a woman take care of me. I can never let a woman. Oh,
I'm not saying take care of. I'm just saying some men aren't fortunate and they're in situations where they need that roof over their head and they're dealing with someone that's able to provide that.
Yeah, and that's tough. That's tough when you're somewhere you don't want to be. Because I told you my granny used to say, boy, the loneliest place in the world is to be somewhere you're not wanted.
Right.
And if you don't know you're not wanted, it's another thing to know you're not wanted.
Right.
In college, I remember I broke up with my girlfriend. I was moping. We used to have work study. And I worked for Coach Davis, rest his soul, Coach Davis. And I used to go to his office every day. And when I wasn't in class, I would do my homework. If the professor would cancel class or something happened, I would go to Coach Davis' office, get my hours in, but I would do my homework.
Right.
A couple of days go by, he see me moping. He's like, son, what's going on?
Right.
Said, Coach, I broke up with my girlfriend. I said, my girlfriend and I broke up. He said, well, damn, son. He said, is everything okay? I said, Coach, we were both sick. And he looked at me. He said, y'all were both sick. I said, yeah, Coach. I was sick of her and she was sick of me.
Hey, that's a good one. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I always think about obviously it's okay to hurt. It's okay to mourn. It's okay to be sad when things don't work out. But I tell men this all the time. When you're moping and you're chasing, you're fighting back to get a woman back that you might have been with for a long time. The last time, think about this. When someone leaves you, a woman doesn't want to be with you anymore. I always see it as one less expense, and I mean that in the most respectful way possible. I just see it as one less expense that I have to worry about that becomes someone else's responsibility. So I've never seen who want to chase and add an extra bill. Why do you want to do that? I see it in that way and trying to put things in a perspective in hindsight. If you have $100 as a dude, right? If you have $100 as a dude and you lose that $100 trying to chase someone because you have to pay, which I call transactional. Yeah, it doesn't bring any value to you because it's taking what you have, adding nothing to it. So why are you hurting? Why are you sad? And that's just a small analogy. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Yeah. And it happens on a small scale and it happens on the grander scale. Depends on how you look at it.
But you know what, Ocho, what it is? It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like for me, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way. It says I'm trying to compare a woman to sport, but
Right.
what I'm saying is that when you invest something, when you
Mm.
invest for damn the money, when I invest my time, my energy,
Yes.
my heart and soul,
Mm-hmm.
like I did the sport,
Baby.
it hurt when you lose. So I'm looking at it when I lose her. I'm hurt. You damn right I'm hurt. Yes, I cry. And even though I might not show it outwardly, internally I'm in a knot. I had a young lady tell me one time, she's like, "You're not hurting." I said, "What do you mean I'm not hurting?" She said, "Because when I see you, you're not in a ball." I say, "Is that what you want?"
Right.
I said, "You want me to hurt that bad?"
Right.
I said, "You want me to not be able to function. You don't want me to be able to go to work."
Right.
I was like, I get it. I get it. Yes, I'm sure I've hurt you. But just because I'm not curled up in a ball, because I'm not in a psych ward, trust me, when I say this, and I say this in all sincerity, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
But I've been able to compartmentalize, because when you become a professional athlete, the one thing you must be able to do above all, because obviously you don't make it to the level that you make it as a professional athlete if you can't play. You got to be able to compartmentalize. If you cannot compartmentalize, you can't play at an elite level in a professional sport. You've got to be able to say, okay, I've got this going on, be it at home, my wife is getting on my nerves, or my girlfriend, my kids are sick, my mom is not, my mom or my dad is, there's something going on. I've got to be able to set that aside for them 2.5 hours and be able to get done what I need to get done. Because you know what, them 85,000 fans and them, my 45 teammates, hey, they depended on me. They don't want to hear nothing. All they see is 84 on the front and Sharpe on the back. And I need to get it done. And so that's the,
go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm just saying. So that's where I'm at. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate that, Unc Ocho. We appreciate that so much. Please tell all your friends. Go ahead.
Before we get off that topic, I think one of the small issues that we have in today's society and today's world in general is our sole focus is on finding a partner. And the fact that we have nothing else going on outside of that partner, I think that's why we hurt so goddamn much. Because you got nothing else going on in life. Everything is about my man, or this dude, or what he can do for me and what she can do. Like, if you have something else going on in life and whatever's supposed to happen, it's going to find you. Allow it to happen organically, allow it to happen naturally. And it took me forever to get to that motherfucking point. It took me forever. No, I'm just saying, it took me, hey, we could be here for hours talking about that, the ups and the downs when it comes to
that. For sure.
Jesus
because now as a business owner myself, and trying to grow, and what it takes, and the amount of time that I got to spend with my team, and the amount of time that I got to spend with sponsors and advertisers, and try to make sure this thing is right, it's hard because I can't serve two masters. Because she's like, well, help me what? Because you're saying, well, let's go this. No, I got to watch the games.
Right.
You do realize that the reason what I'm able to talk about and to say what I say is because I watch the games.
Right.
I don't do the clips. I don't do, okay, watch the games for me, Ash, or watch the game for me. Or no, that's not how I function. I've got to see it. And then I can talk about it with the passion in which I get up there and talk about it. I say, you don't understand. This is not about, sure, you have to understand what comes along when you're with me. And there's a lot of sacrifices. Not only do I make, but in order for my partner, they're going to have to make those sacrifices also. So there's a lot of times that when your girl's going into the Jamaica, okay, if that's what you want to do, go. But I'm not going to be able to go. Their guys might be able to go with them, but their guys don't have the responsibility. And it's one thing when I'm only responsible for me and you. But I got Ash, I got Jordan, I got CJ, I got Shelly, I got other people that are counting on me. So this got to be a success because I've got other people that invested in me. Ash left a great job at Fox. She said, I believe in you, Shannon.
Yeah.
Jordan moved from Cincinnati, said, I believe in you. CJ left, said, hey, I want to rock with you.
Yeah.
So now I'm full speed ahead. If some things ain't right, this ain't right, fix it.
Yeah. I like it.
Because it's not about, because me, I'm good.
Yeah.
I can go right back to Atlanta, kick my heels up,
And be
and
straight.
live and be straight.
Right.
But that's not them. My job is to get them. When it's all said and done, when I say, you know what, guys, I'm stepping away. I want each one of the people that work for me say, you know what, hey, you gone, we gone too, we good.
Right, we good. I like that.
That's what
I like that.
That's what I work for. That's what I look when Ash or Jordan or CJ, when I see how excited they are to come to work, I said, okay,
yeah,
I'm good. I'm good. So that's how I am. So again, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. We really, really appreciate that, guys. Y'all have done Unc and Ocho. We've grown exponentially. I don't know if you noticed this, Ocho, but we're the 9th on Apple Sports Podcast. We're number 9. We're number 9.
Wait.
We're number 9.
Number 9?
Top 10. Number 9. Y'all made it possible.
I appreciate y'all. If you're watching, you know how I feel about you because I tell you I love you every day. Thank you. Thank you on behalf of myself and all 85 of my kids, because if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't be able to eat. Yeah. Goddamn, we going to Chris Ruth now. I'm taking the kids to Chris Ruth.
You mean Ruth Chris, huh?
Who?
Ruth Chris.
Nah, Chris. Baby, what's the name of the restaurant? Chris Ruth, right?
Ruth Chris.
Oh shit, I said it wrong. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
That might be Ruth's brother. He ain't opened his store yet though.
And you know, I don't be knowing about that little fancy stuff everybody like to go to, but I'm gonna take the kids there. I appreciate y'all, man. I love you, man. Thank you. Man, how many subscribers we at?
We at I don't know what we not 126. So we got 1,000 since we just been on the air. Ocho, here's the story. Idina Menzel, responsible for an interracial aspect. She was married to Taye Diggs.
Yeah.
And she said the relationship impact. She said, yeah.
Good actor.
It seemed like there was disappointment in the community with him. That Taye Diggs, a black man, was married to I think she used the word a white Jewish woman. That's what he said. He said on the Van Lathan show, Van, my guy, see him working out all the time. He said the backlash he received from marrying a white woman and the resentment later built up inside. We left the other part out, but she's Jewish. Right. And so for me, what is your takeaway? I'm gonna get into mine. What is your takeaway? She said he was on the cover of Essence, Ebony, being interviewed by all these black journalists, and he had his own stuff to deal with that. It was less about being successful and more about that kind of stuff. So what's your takeaway on that?
I say, listen, my takeaway, love is love. Love is love. I'm gonna just start there. Love is love. It's about finding someone that makes you happy. Now, if you are stuck on race and focus on finding someone of your ethnicity that makes you happy, then so be it. If you are maybe one that wants to venture out and enjoy other ethnicities and other races and trying to submerge yourself in their culture and understanding their culture and finding love in that way, so be it. When I buy a bag of Skittles, I'm speaking for me personally. When I buy a bag of Skittles, I don't pick and choose which ones I want to eat because I enjoy them all. I
pour them in my hand and throw them in my mouth.
Quick, I enjoy them all. I enjoy them all. Everyone has a preference. Everyone should be allowed to have a preference on who they date and who makes them happy. I think limiting ourselves to stay within a race is, it's a little tough, and it's a tricky combo. It depends on the person. It depends on who you are. It depends on your background, and you know, some people have parents. You can't bring someone of the opposite race in your home. It just, at this point where we are at this juncture in life in 2023, the fact that we are still stuck on this is beyond me.
So let me ask you a question, Ocho. They were married for 11 years. So if they're married for 11 years, they probably dated for at least 2 years. So at what point in time in that 13-year relationship did he realize that she was white? Did he wake up one morning like, God,
I don't know. Woman. Do you think the pressure and the backlash because he was in an interracial marriage, do you think it affected him? Do you think it got to him? Did it affect his job where he wasn't able to do like something you said, being able to compartmentalize? You think he wasn't able to separate the two?
I think he allowed the community to make decisions for him. He listened to the community saying, you this prominent guy, because what they do is says that white person that lady wouldn't talk to you if you weren't who you were.
Well, hell, whoa. Did you hear what you just said?
Yes. I'm saying the community would say that white woman wouldn't talk to you if you weren't who you were.
Well, neither would the community.
That's how they look at it.
Neither would the women in the community.
I get that. Okay. Thank you. But my thing is, Ocho, why do I have to live my life? You do realize that when Dr. King and Rosa Parks, they were fighting for more than your voting rights, more than your fair housing, more than your unemployment rights. It was the right to be able to choose a choice. Right. Just like abortion. That should be between the woman and her doctor.
Right.
Okay, fine. Whatever. That's a woman. Okay. Shouldn't who I date, who I marry, shouldn't that be between me and my spouse?
Right.
Without outside external forces from either community?
Right.
Y'all don't have to live with them. Y'all don't have to feed us. Y'all don't have to take care of anything. Why is it that's what I don't understand. When I saw the criticism that Bronny was getting for taking a white young lady to the prom, and I see some of these other guys, why does it upset you so much? If it doesn't cost you anything, if it doesn't take any money out of your pocket, if it doesn't put any money on your table, why are you upset at somebody? Because even though he's dating somebody outside the community, what makes you think if he was dating somebody in the community, it would be you?
I don't know. It's a tough topic. It's very it can go one or two ways. It can go south or it can go north. There's no in between. Listen, I'm not Dr. Umar, so it's hard for me to really dissect and dive deep into the topic, but all I can see and say is, based on me and preference, is I love everybody. I love all walks of life, regardless of where you come from, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your background. I'm able to enjoy all circles. I can put myself in any environment and adapt to it. And for that, I think it's
committing
yourself.
It's us, Ocho. Come on,
I know, but just having to say, you know what, stick to this and just block off everything else in life. I don't know why they do it. They happy with athletes. With athletes, when it comes to athletes, they say, well, once you get money, we always venture off and go date elsewhere.
Outside of our race.
Outside of our race. Once you get a little money, you start dating women that you actually wouldn't have access to and, access to get. Well, that's in general in life and anything that you do. Yes. You never want to stay the same. I mean, that's just,
right.
You go for what you like, and that's just the nature of the beast, the way it's always been. Right. But listen, it's all about preference. What makes you happy? What makes you happy? That's it.
I'm all about that.
You can't live for nobody else. You just can't.
I know the famous case was Loving versus Virginia, about a black interracial couple that was married. And before it was against the law to cohabitate. A black and a white couldn't cohabitate together. They threw your ass in jail.
Well, what year was this?
This was they got married in 1958. They were arrested.
Okay.
Got put in jail. But before it was illegal.
Damn.
Black and a white couldn't cohabitate in that capacity.
Right.
It was illegal. They won the case in 1967. It was a movie made about it. Mildred and Richard Loving. But I just don't get that. I mean, because I've had people on both sides of the aisle treat me good. I mean, for the most part, I look at the internet when people talking crazy. It ain't the opposite race talking crazy to me. It's my race.
Yeah.
It's my community.
Yeah.
It's my community.
Right. So I'm so glad we're on this topic. So now that we on this topic, you have no problem with dating outside of your race, right? Still,
I've dated outside of my race.
Right.
Not a whole. It's not. I haven't dated a rainbow. It's not like I'm Asian or Hispanic, things like that. Okay. But it's normally white and black.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. Does the outside noise bother you? Does that deter you from dealing with them?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
They don't pay no bills. Ain't nobody. It doesn't really matter. My grandmother never had a problem with it. And when I dated, my grandmother's like she would actually talk to them on the phone. If my grandmother didn't have a problem, now if it probably would have been an issue. If my grandmother would have felt some type of way, I don't think I could have gone against her wishes, because that's how much an influence that she had on me. But because she embraced it, and I mean, when I was growing up working on the farm and when we needed money, my grandmother would go to Joe Tatum, the guy that we worked for, and says, Joe, can I borrow $30? These boys need to go there, so these boys need to get that. They'll pay it back when they start working for you in the summer.
Right.
He could have said no. So when I look at it, Miss Keels, man, Miss Keels treated me like she was my remedial reading teacher in high school, and my Spanish teacher. And and that woman, the way she, like I was her own child. She had no effing idea I was gonna grow up to be what I became. But it didn't matter to her. She saw a young black kid that was struggling because he was bull jiving around, and she pulled me to the side. And you know what she told me, Ocho? She said, Shannon, your brother is Sterling. That's not you. Don't you want your own? Right. I taught him. He was great in school. Yes, he was great on the football field, and you're great on the football field. You're great in basketball. You're great in track. But you effing around in here. So when I was Spanish class, where everybody else could call their classmates and talk, I had to call her and talk Spanish.
I could teach you. Look, you know, how good is your Spanish now?
It ain't good, bro. That was in 1987. So how long ago that's been?
Oh, okay.
That's
a little minute. That's a little minute. All right.
So
you good.
I did just enough, because back then you had to have the classes that would to go towards graduation. You had to have those. Yeah. So I just took that to get that up out there. I said, Miss Kills, I got to get up out of here. Hey, I gotta be, but I got up out of there. So for me, Ocho, I don't have no problem when I see someone from Hollywood that's dating outside of their race. Right. I'm like, oh, you get to Hollywood to get you somebody like that. That man wouldn't even look at you if you would. I don't do that. If I see somebody walking down the street, hey, that's you couple. Oh man, they look so happy. That's how I look at it, because it doesn't rob me of anything. Right. It doesn't rob me of energy. It doesn't rob me of money. It doesn't rob me of time. It takes nothing from me. So I don't get why so many people get so upset if it doesn't take anything from you. Yeah.
It's been that way for a very long time. And that something like that will never change. It will never change. And I always say the same thing, man. Date who makes you happy. And again, like me, I love everybody. It's always been a moniker of mine. It's something that I've always tweeted and always preached for the longest. And it's the fact that we're still on that, especially at this day and age. It is what it is. And I think just our people, our race really wants us with us. And maybe other races feel the same way. But
don't you want us happy?
Yeah.
Don't you want us happy? Yeah. Don't you want to be happy? Yeah. And I'm not saying you can't be happy with your own race. Right. But if I find somebody and I'm happy with them, don't you want me to be, at the end of the day? Yeah. If that person isn't mistreating me, if that person isn't harming me, don't you want my happiness above all else? Right. I want people to be happy. Right. That above all else, Ocho, forget all of that. I want you to be happy.
Yeah, you're right. Baby, you happy? Okay, yeah. I'm just making sure.
She say sometimes.
Nah, she said very.
She say you just took me to the Usher concert, so I'm happy.
Yeah, well, shit, she paid for it, so.
Rail, you paid for it. Come on, Rail.
Yeah, man, she the breadwinner, not me. What you want me to do?
No, Rail. Hey, Rail, he making good money over here, Rail. Hey, he making good money. I know he ain't told you.
Listen, sir. She making 10 times what I'm making. Man, fuck all that.
That's just temporarily.
You got me?
Yeah.
Hey,
shout out. Hey, go ahead.
Hey, let me know, because I can't even talk back right now. Let me know when the money start rolling in, because I can't even talk back right now.
Get out. You know, whoever controls the money controls a lot.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you ain't got to tell me. But I be walking on eggshells sometimes, boy. You ain't got to tell me. Help me out now.
I remember when my grandfather used to tell my aunts,
Yes, sir.
he would like, okay, be back in the house at this time. And
Right.
they grumble. My
Mm-hmm.
grandfather said, don't grumble and stay. Grumble and leave. He said, don't tell me what a sorry you know what I am and stay
Right.
under my roof.
Right.
Get your own place and tell me what a both I am.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
eventually they did.
Yeah.
They got
for
time
real?
to be in it. Oh yeah, for sure. My grandfather ruled things with an iron fist. I mean,
Right.
he didn't play. I mean,
Right.
yeah. So it was the best.
Right.
But hey, shout out to Puff who just donated $50 to us. Puff, we appreciate that. Not P Diddy, Puff.
You
Good
sure?
looking out.
That might
Yeah,
have been
Puff
that might have been Diddy. Hey, Puff,
That
I
wasn't
appreciate that, baby. Puff, appreciate it.
No. Puff. He can't get no credit for this one. This Puff.
Wait,
Puff.
he gave
This the Puff.
he gave a whole $50.
He gave us $50. Gave a whole 50 piece.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, it's only
Ocho,
a
what
matter
you
of
think
time.
about this here?
Yeah.
The NFL is not only allowing, but they're encouraging active players to participate in flag football in the 2028 Olympics in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody keeps saying the USA gonna run away with this.
I mean,
So, who's your okay? 2028. Who's your quarterback?
2028 quarterback. We might let's go Pat.
Okay, you go Mahomes. Okay, who your receivers?
Give me Tyreek, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase.
Now you do realize that these guys gonna have to kind of go both ways. So you just can't just load. Hey, okay, who you gonna be your DBs? Because you probably need the smallest. This is flag football now.
Right.
Guys
that's agile and shifty.
So not only can they catch the ball, they're gonna be able to pull flags too, Ocho.
Right. Hold on. Okay, I got you. All right. You know what? Asante Samuel Jr. Asante Samuel Jr. Give me. I'm trying to think of DBs that are really twitchy. Give me Marshawn Lattimore and AJ Terrell. No, Denzel Ward. I'm trying to think of people that are really twitchy, like twitchy.
Okay.
Denzel Ward, Marshawn Lattimore, and Asante Samuel Jr.
Okay. Because Jamaicans got some speed too now. But the only thing about them, they don't know how to control that speed out because there ain't a whole lot of Jamaicans. They don't play a whole lot of football over there.
They run it straight. If it ain't soccer, they ain't ready.
Yeah. So I think
we would run away with that now.
You think so?
In Olympics. Man, in Olympics?
Ocho.
Yeah.
Ocho. But you do realize that they got like the other countries, they've already started flag leagues. So we got flag leagues also.
Yeah,
so
we have very good flag leagues.
Yes. So you said forgo those and let the NFL players come in.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair. I'm just saying in all honesty, listen, and no disrespect to the game of football today, but they damn near playing flag football now with pads on.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean that with all due respect.
Right. It's a different ball game. We understand why with the head trauma, with CTE, with some of our most prominent players leaving early. And so we do understand, but it is a different game.
Yeah.
The game is a lot more speed. It's a lot more technical now than just so much than less physicality.
Right.
So you had to have skill, obviously, but you had to have a big one of these.
Yeah.
You had to have a big. I think they do because and guys were looking to check. Okay, we're gonna get out here on this one. Jerry Jeudy says stats doesn't tell the story. You can be open, but the O-line don't do their thing. The quarterback didn't do his job. The OC didn't put you in. A lot of stuff got to go through as a receiver for you to be successful. And guess what? The O-line can block. The quarterback can throw you the ball. The coordinator could call a great play, and you ain't get open. Now, whose fault is that?
Jerry Jeudy's in a tough situation. That's my dude. That's home team. I love him to death. But all I need him is to put his head down and keep on chopping wood. Keep on chopping wood because you're in a situation that you can't win. It's an unattainable situation. Jerry, unwinnable. I know you finna see this. You ain't gonna win this one. Put your head down. Put the dreads back in the ponytail and just go to work. You know what you could do. I know what you could do. I done stood on 10 toes about you for the longest. Don't even give them no bulletin board material. Don't give them nothing else to talk about. You're in a situation, make the most of it. And if the situation gonna change, how about you? I need you, my dog. I need you to be the reason the situation changes. Be the go-to. Be the solution, not the problem.
Right. Well, that's in a situation where I wish you could have talked to him and says, I'm gonna put that on me.
Right.
I need to do a better job of getting open. I need to do a better job of winning my one-on-one. I need to step up and have the coordinator have more confidence in me because I'm doing my job. And when they watch the film, they don't have a choice but to give me the ball.
Give me the ball. Right.
So that's how I was. I got to practice. They have no choice. Ocho, they had to play me sooner or later.
Right. Right.
If I was cooking the guys that they were sitting out there to play on Sunday that was starting, they had to put me in the game sooner or later. They have no choice.
Right.
And guess what? And at first they put me in, I was just blocking. But at some point in time, guess what? When they go back and watch that film, they're like, man, 81 open.
Yeah.
Because I was 81 at first. And then I got 84. And they're like, hold on. Man, that quarterback went to the Pro Bowl.
Right.
He beat him.
Yeah.
Hey, so now I come in on Wednesday. They got a little package for 84. Huh? Y'all got something for 84? Y'all got a little 84 package?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it
and
starts.
Guess what?
You get that little package.
Got a little 84? Yeah.
And it starts
then
flowing from there.
Jim Fossil, rest his soul, he came in 93 and said, son, I don't know if anybody's ever done this, but I'm going to build my offense around you. A tight end?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. So now imagine, Ocho, coordinator comes in because Wade is the head coach now. He was the defensive coordinator. Wade Phillips. See, Wade was the defensive coordinator when I got to Denver.
Okay.
Mike Nolan was the linebackers coach.
Right.
Gary Kubiak, I played with Koob. Koob was my backup quarterback. See, Koob the one that of all the players, Koob helped me the most because Koob would tell me what to do. He's like, okay, they're going to put you in. Hey, they used to call me because I was big in country. They used to call me Greasy. He said, Greasy, they're going to put you in on this play right here.
Right.
This is what you got. He said, now, if there's a safety in the middle of the field, you run the corner route. He says, if you see those safeties and they split, you go down the middle.
Middle, yeah.
Man, so he hey, such and such, hey, get open, I'm going to give you the ball. So Koob would come in and feed me.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in my second year.
Yeah.
So Koob coming, so back then, if a tight end caught like a 10 or 15-yard pass, you got $10. So, yeah, back then, there wasn't no salary cap, so they could do it. So, Koob would come in. So I was running with the number 2. Koob would come in and say, Greasy, let's go get some pizza money. So, man. Okay, we better get that piece of money. Oh, I come out of practice. I just got me $30 because I done hit him up. I done hit him up with, for sure.
Wait, hold on. So, the piece of money was in practice, not the game.
Yeah, no, in practice. We in training camp.
Y'all were killing it.
Oh, man.
I like that.
Cool was like, hey, Greasy, come on, let's go get some pizza money. So I'm getting in the game. He said, hey, Greasy, I'm coming. Man, please. Man, I was cooking them backers. Cooking.
I like
and then back then I was too physical for them. I was too physical. I'm talking about they come try to press me.
Man, get your ass out.
Yeah. I mean, they got a card. I got a card with a Henley. The one that got in trouble, he tried to put a hit. He's doing cocaine. He tried to put a hit on the judge. He's serving 40 years. Played for the Rams.
You tried to put a hit on the judge?
Oh, he tried to put a hit on the judge. He was in the lead and had a whole cartel, had a whole operation.
Oh, he watching too much TV, man.
And then try to put a hit on the judge. Oh, they gave him 40 long one.
Oh, so he out now?
No, he ain't out. This was in 93, 94. It might have been 94, 95. He got, so what? So 5, 15, 25, 25. Oh, he gonna pull all that time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he gonna pull all that time. Hey, he told the judge, he said, Judge, I can't do all this time. The judge said, do what you can. The judge said, do what you can. You can't do it all, just do what you can. And whatever you got left over, we'll let that go. But just do what you can. Right. Yeah, man. Hey, but those were back in the day. Again, please hit that subscribe button and tell your friends to do the same. And remember, Sunday, we got a very, very special giveaway on Sunday. So on the episode of Nightcap. So please stay tuned. Tune in Sunday. We got a special giveaway. This thing gonna be lit. Ocho,
Yo.
Thank you guys for watching another
Whoa,
episode
whoa,
of
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Nightcap.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Where
What
you
you got? What you
going?
got? What you got? What you got?
Where you going? Are
What
we
you want to talk
done?
about?
Nah,
We
listen.
done. What you
Hey,
want to talk about, Ocho?
now listen. I just
Yeah.
saw something, right? It
What you saw?
quick little excerpt. So you ain't got no old lady, right? And I told you I was searching. I've been looking. I've been talking to some
Yeah.
people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's so crazy, like to speed up the process. Like, oh shit, this really makes sense. Boom. 1 + 1 = 2. So I looked at like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I saw Kim K here, like she said, like, oh, I'm looking for an older man, after my separation from Pete Davidson. I'm like, oh shit. Like
My
that's
Lord, have
crazy.
mercy.
Listen to me. Stay with me now, baby. Stay with me now. I'm
I'm
like,
with you. I'm
oh
with you. I'm
shit,
with
this
you.
this perfect. I just talked to Unc and Unc, I'm just saying what Unc got going on, the vision and being focused and him being busy. Well, Kim would be the perfect person because she busy and she be focused. So whenever they have time to get together, boom, we could and knowing what Chris Jenner what she could do, what y'all coming to, y'all could be like Power Rangers or a power couple, whatever they call it. Like what you think
Yeah.
about that? Before I
Nah,
make
Kanye
well, hold
go.
on, wait, 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 wait. Before I make that call, what you think about that?
Man, Kanye ain't gonna write no diss track about me.
Whoa, whoa, he ain't gonna write that. Man, listen, Kanye is married. He's gone. He's in it. He ain't even in the picture right now. So I'm saying this with all due respect before I make this call, and think about what happened with Travis Kelsey. Stay with me
Yeah.
now. Stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Taylor Swift came into his life, and everything exponentially, bomb.
Elevated.
It just shot up. Think about
Yeah.
what Kim and that entity itself can do for Club Shay Shay. Huh? Talk to me. Stay with me now.
Man, look here.
Let me know.
I,
Let me know
I,
before.
I,
Let me know. Wait, hold on. Let me see if. Let me know before I make the call.
first of all,
What you think?
I heard what she said. I read
Okay.
it in the article.
Okay. Okay.
She said she's looking for someone in her 40s. Clearly,
Right.
I'm not in my 40s.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Uh,
wait. You gotta understand. You black, right? So
yeah.
you don't really have to be in. You could be in whatever age you are. You look 40, so it don't matter because we age different. We age gracefully. So you could. Our 50 is really 40, sometimes 30, depending on who you are.
True.
So you good. So
True.
you check that box. Now find me another excuse.
I don't really have an excuse, Ocho,
Right,
other than the
right,
fact
right.
that
Play it
the
cool now,
visit
cause
the
she gonna
no
see
no no no
this.
the
She gonna
visit
see
the
this.
visit Ocho, the visibility, man.
Right.
I'm a private. I'm too private.
No, no,
I'm
you're
too
not.
private.
See, that's see.
I wish her the best. I
Let's
wish her the
not
best in finding
let's not play this game. Now
what.
you were just on a goddamn date with Selena Gomez and tried to play it off like y'all didn't come together by leaving separately, and it just so happened your car ain't come up in the goddamn time. Now you talk about you scared of some goddamn visibility. That's what you need right now. That's what we trying to do. The envision that you have and the people that you have to take care of that you just named early in the show, and trying to reach that pinnacle of success where y'all could at some point say, you know what, we done. You having that into your life can get you to that goal much faster than anybody else.
Yeah, but I
You
mean, for
need to,
me,
but you need to rethink this because you're not thinking
that
straight right now.
look, this is what I
You're
know.
not thinking straight right now. That's the problem.
Well, no, I am. Look, for me, like if I went away tomorrow, the
Right.
kids, my sister, my mom, they straight.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody got to
Mm-hmm.
work the rest of their life if they didn't want
Right.
to.
Right.
Hopefully, my kids are not like that and says, okay, I got this amount of money. I'm
Mm-hmm.
done with it. I'm going to sit down and just chill. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
that's not the case.
Right. Right.
But now is for the opportunity for the people that's helping me with Shay Shay Media.
Mm-hmm.
All the people now from the ground floor that started with me.
Mm-hmm.
When we grow, and I say, look, guys, it's been a great run. But now it's time for me to enjoy some of the things that I've accumulated.
Mm-hmm.
It is time for me to step away.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to continue to work, that's them. Hey, Ash, 20 plus years younger than me.
Right.
Jordan, 30 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the case may be, CJ, whatever he wants to do, that's a decision that they can make. But
Right.
I do want to put them in a situation. But if they say, you know what, man, I work part-time, but I ain't finna grind like we've grinded for the last 10 years.
Right.
That's what I want to do. I want to be able to do for my workers what I've seen some of the other corporations do for the workers that got in at the bottom floor. The kids straight. The kids, the grandkids, they're gonna be straight.
Right. But see,
now it's time.
I need you to see the bigger picture right now. You're not seeing the bigger picture.
Bro, can you imagine? Let's just say for the sake of argument. Let's just say for the sake of
argument. There we go. Now we on the same page now, baby. Talk to me.
Bro, I went out with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Man, we'll wake up tomorrow and Unc Ocho would have 2 million subs.
5 million. 5 million.
Club Shay would have 2.5, 3 million subs.
Yes, sir. That's not now we on the same page. Come on now. Come on. Kim, I know you're gonna see this, Kim. Listen to me. Chestnut checkers, mama. You know, with all due respect.
Look, what they've been able to do, I think they're an amazing family.
Phenomenal.
I mean, what Chris has been able to do for her daughters, a lot of times what what Kim went through would have derailed, crippled anybody else's career. For them to clean that up, to package that, and to go to where they went, to ascend to the heights.
The highest of heights.
Yeah. But I wish her the best, Ocho. I really do.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got you. I'm gonna make that call. I'm gonna make that call because I know people in high places.
I know you know people. Yeah. Look, Ocho. In the last probably like 2 months.
Yes, sir.
I've been in touch with people and people of style. Hey, give him my number. Right. No. But I'm talking about business.
You saw us sat up. You saw us sat up, huh?
Yeah. No. Trust me, no women have reached out.
Okay.
And tried to hit me with the number. But it's just the relationship in what Club Shay Shay and what Nightcap and being on ESPN is and what it's been able to do for my brand and the opportunity that I've been afforded, and I've been able to give you an opportunity, and hopefully you can take it and like, okay, yeah, I like Unc Ocho, but hey, I kind of want to do something also. I want
to do First Take, and I've been asking for a whole month. I've been asking to do First Take for a whole month, and still to this day, I ain't getting nothing but excuses. But it's okay. But go ahead,
Ocho. We were doing so good. I mean, you was courteous. You were receptive to courtesy. You were understanding, and I was trying like, and then boom.
I know, because we still at square one. Sometimes in life, all you need is to pick me up. I need you to be Travis Kelce. I need you to be my Taylor Swift. Bring me and put me on First Take, and I take care of the rest from there. That's it.
Ocho, have you ever been on First Take before?
Yeah, about 20 years ago. About 20 years ago, yeah. 20 years ago, and I out debated Stephen A. and Skip. Yeah, they couldn't touch me. They couldn't touch me.
I'm sure they have your info.
Yeah. No. I don't want them to call me. I want you to give me the call so I can feel proud that, you know what, my partner, someone that I confide in, someone that I trust in, someone that gave me an opportunity to have a little bit of visibility, got me that job. I don't want them to hit me. I want you to be like, so you won't believe this.
Bro, how you expect me to get you a job?
You have the power.
I ain't got no power.
Like you just said it. You have been afforded the opportunities that have come before you. And that is where you take your partner with you. Well, listen, they got me this.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And right now, our partnership, it might just be digitally. And that's okay. It
ain't got to be digitally.
No, I'm just saying it might not be linear. We might not have a show on regular television, and that's okay.
Right.
Because think about it. Mr. Beast does $50-60 million a year, and he's not on one regular channel. Everything he does is digitally. There are people, Joe Rogan, he's not on regular television.
Right.
He does $30 million a year. So we've got to get out that mindset about TV. TV is great.
I just want to go on First Take once. That's all.
You was already on it.
I like this what we doing. I ain't saying this got to be. I'm talking about a separate entity in itself. I'm trying to diversify my portfolio. I want my resume to say, oh, he been on First Take. Oh, he got Club Shay Shay. Oh, he
Stocks,
worked with
bonds, and
EA. He did,
T-bills.
huh?
Yeah, do a little tech, a little oil and gas.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a little some of the financials. You be
Mm.
straight. I heard Bitcoin is making a comeback, but hey,
Nah, I ain't trying to do all that, man. I need something. I need the people to see the
they see you
circumference.
right now. They looking
Yeah,
at you. I'm looking at you too.
yeah, I like it. But we good. I mean, we'll tap back in we'll revisit this back in what's the day? Monday?
What?
Today Monday. Wait, babe, what's the day?
Today Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday. Listen, we'll revisit this conversation Sunday.
Oh, what we gonna revisit?
Oh, just about what direction not we trying to go into, what direction we trying to go into as far as finding you a partner. We got to fix that because I love what you're trying to do, but
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be complete until it has the touch of a woman that understands what you have going on and willing to sacrifice to take that journey with you.
Hold on. Tyreek was just on TV the other. Shannon Sharpe was just on TV the other day and saying Tyreek is the most dangerous weapon in the league. Like, 2 years ago, I couldn't do this. What did I say you couldn't do?
Me?
No, Tyreek. Tyreek was on his podcast today, and he said
Uh-huh.
Shannon Sharpe just the other day said
Mm.
Tyreek was the most dangerous weapon in the league.
Hmm.
Like 2 years ago, I couldn't do this. What did I say you couldn't do?
I
I've
don't
always
know.
given you your flowers.
What he
I
what he
said
what?
you started out. I said you started out as a
Hmm.
gadget guy. You
Hmm.
taught yourself the route tree
Hmm.
because mainly you was a punt returner. You had a little package. You were a punt
Hmm.
returner, kick returner. You had packages. You turned yourself into a great receiver. Now you're every down player, and you're well on your way to the Hall of Fame. I think it was like when Steve Smith said, Smitty and I had a conversation.
Yes, sir.
And when I said hands, and he said Tyreek was he was a body catcher.
Hmm.
Look, but see, here's the thing. Now, he took what I said, and let's just say for the sake of argument, he said what
Right.
I said.
Hmm.
Why he didn't give me, why, you see what he said? Oh, the other day, Shannon Sharpe said he was the most dangerous weapon. And 2 years ago. See, he didn't leave it at that. He went back. You see how the mind is wired? You see
Hmm.
how the human mind is wired? Not the praise, but the negative. Something that I said that I did it. I don't remember saying it,
Right.
but if I said I'm gonna go back, I go back and see. But I think over the years,
Uh-huh.
it's probably 750 great things to one. But
Right.
that didn't matter. Only if you don't praise these guys in today's game,
Hmm.
every single word that comes out of your mouth. I mean, I didn't beat you up with those your last year there. You had like 3 or 4 picks that went off your hand, 3 or 4
Hmm.
balls that went off your hand and got intercepted. I didn't kill you,
I didn't
but it
see
is
it.
what it is.
I didn't see it, so it's hard. It's hard for me to
But I still think he's a phenomenal receiver. I
Yeah.
hope he goes over
Yeah.
2,000. I still think he's the most dangerous man in football,
He
the
is
most dangerous,
easily.
regardless
Easily.
of position. And
Hmm.
so that's where it is. He's from Georgia. I have the utmost respect for him.
Hmm.
I met his mom when they came and did my podcast. So Tyreek, if you feel offended by something that I said, I apologize, bro.
Yeah, Tyreek, why don't you tell the people how I locked your ass up in the off season? Yeah, I'm the only one that done copied him. Only one. I love him. I love him to death. Good
Ocho,
dude.
you can't be no DB.
At what you? Whoa! The footage is on film. Ask Tyreek what I did to him. Ask AB what I did to him. Ask Jamar Chase. Ask Davante Adams. Ask
Ocho,
Justin Jefferson
Ocho,
how I locked them down.
Ocho, you kind of
Everybody.
Ocho, you kind of slew footed though.
Who?
You
I
a
I
little
am
bit. You a
sleeping.
little slew.
I
Yeah,
am.
no, you are.
That's why I can stop on a dime.
That's what they call you. They call you back. They say when you were young, they call you slew.
It's the fact that I'm slew footed is why I'm able to run full speed and stop like that. Yeah, man. I'm special, man.
And
Special,
you ain't
man.
got to do that.
Huh?
Yeah, because you know what? I saw it. I saw it on I saw it on YouTube, but I couldn't find it where he was actually saying because he was talking, and I just tried to get to the part where he said that he called me out. But
You gotta
yeah,
find. You gotta
so
find.
but it's called like uh updating your resume,
Mm.
Tyreek. So let me ask you a question: if you were to win Offensive Player of the Year, this year. Why didn't you win him the years past? Maybe some things change. You see how that works, Ocho?
Yeah.
So are you going to say, well, y'all didn't vote me offensive player 4 years ago? What changed?
Mm-hmm. Listen, it's the nature of the it's the nature of the beast.
It is.
And understanding, I want our current players today to be able to take criticism a little bit better and understand that it's not personal, but they will remember it. They will remember it. And I know because I'm still, I like to say I'm still young myself and not too far removed from the game. And anytime I hear anything negative, well, I'm one of the few who don't care. I just, I just don't care what nobody say anyway.
Yeah, so
but at times it bothers the players. At times it bothers the players, and it can affect them. And they remember that stuff, and they hang on to it, and they have a resentment towards the people that say some of the things that they say. That's why I'm so careful. That's why I'm so careful at times with being too critical, because I used to once be that player. I used to once be on that field. I was once one of the players that dropped balls or had bad games. So it's to me it's very hard for me to sit up here and be like, well, goddamn, you should have did this, or well, goddamn, you should have did that. You should have did that, because I was once in that position. So I empathize with them.
But because you were in that position, you know what's capable for guys that's in that position. So you're not speaking from someone that doesn't know, because Ocho, you've been an All-Pro, you've been a Pro Bowl receiver. Yes, so you're speaking from a point of knowledge.
Right.
See, those that can do, those that can talk about.
Right. So I already did though.
Right.
You know what? And again, this is training that I will do so I can find that happy medium where I can be critical and still, it's not, you know what, like my grandma used to tell me, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And that's all it comes down to. It's not what you say, it's just how you say it. Delivery is very important. You've been married before, right? You've been married?
No.
Well, you had a woman.
No.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Depending on who you're talking to, your delivery has to be on point.
Ocho, you can tell a woman, say, babe.
Yes, sir.
I don't think you should wear that. Are you saying I'm fat? No, babe. You see what I'm saying? Ocho, look at my delivery. Babe, I don't think you should wear that. It didn't matter, because the way she perceived it. So it doesn't matter how you come at these guys.
The delivery.
It's the mere fact. It's just the fact that you're not praising them. Because when you Ocho, you know this. When you're a professional and you good and all you get is praise, and you don't hear anything negative, when you hear negative, you forget about all the praise. That's why the wins never feels as good as the bad losses hurt.
Right.
So no matter how much I've praised the player, I can praise the player for 10 years.
The one time
I say,
yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Listen, we talk about life in general. Talk about when people always needing something, and you always give, and then one time you say no. Oh, nigga, you ain't never done nothing for a nigga, man. You ain't, man. That's you acting funny now. Oh, it's like that.
You got to put limits on what you give, because takers will never put limits on what they take.
Oh no, never.
So you got to put the limits on it. Bro, Ocho, I can take 1,000 pictures.
Yeah.
I don't take 1,001. Man, I saw Shannon Sharpe the other day. He ain't take no picture. He too good. Bro, I just took 1,000.
Yeah.
I signed 1,000 autographs.
Right.
Oh, man, I don't mess with that. Man, that ninja, man, he think he better. Bro.
You can't please
everybody.
It's never,
you cannot.
It's impossible.
So once you realize that no matter what you do,
right.
Let's just say I had $30 billion.
Right. You will if you talk to Kim, but go ahead.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Ocho, and I gave an institution $5 million.
Right.
He only gave him $5 million. He worth $30 billion. Bro.
You count my pockets. How you count my pockets?
But you see what I'm saying, Ocho?
Yeah.
Now, it's not the fact that I gave, it's like you didn't give enough.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
Shannon Sharpe
always
should do all this.
it's always been like that though.
It
Always.
is.
Always. It's never satisfying to the people that's not even given. It's never
Mm-mm.
enough to the people
No.
that's not even given.
So I've learned, hey, I'm gonna live my life. I
Yeah.
can't please everybody.
Mm.
I'm gonna be the best person I possibly can. And that's all I got for you. So
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I don't try to be perfect. I've made mistakes. I'm gonna
Mhm.
make some more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some more. People make mistakes. And I'm a firm believer the best apology for a mistake is change behavior.
Change behavior. That's a good
So
one. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Now I know you want to go because I know you got first take tomorrow.
no,
No,
I'm sleeping
listen.
in tomorrow.
All right, good. I'm glad you're sleeping in because we finna stay on. The best the best apology is change behavior. You
Correct.
understand you understand human nature in general.
I understand human behavior. I do.
You understand, and you understand that human error is inevitable,
Yes.
right? So I'm asking you, as a father, as a man, how do you find that happy medium in always riding the fine line of being on the always on the end of right instead of wrong?
Man, Ocho, I really just try to set my ego aside
Yeah.
and can see myself as that person.
Mm,
But you can only do it if you set your ego aside.
right. And pride,
And
obviously.
see, coming from where I came from,
Hmm.
1,000 square foot, cinder block home,
Right.
cement floors, tin roof. People only see this aspect of Shannon,
Right. The
but they
end
don't
end
see,
product. The end product.
yes,
Hmm.
but they didn't see the no indoor plumbing. They didn't see that. They didn't see in the 80s. I'm not talking about 1930s, 40s, and 50s. I'm talking about the 80s.
Right.
Shannon was going to the wood to relieve himself. So you didn't see that.
Mm.
You didn't see Shannon drawing well water. You didn't see that. See, all you see is this. So I can empathize for somebody that doesn't have this now because
Right.
I had that before. So
Mm.
I've divorced this Shannon because I remember that Shannon. And I realized that there are people that are less fortunate. I'm thankful that I have medical care and I'm able to get screened and I'm able to provide for my family. But I used to think the same thing, Ocho. I did it. Why can't you?
Mm.
And then one night I just had a vision. And I thought to myself, I was sitting on my bed. I said, because everybody didn't have Mary Porter. Everybody didn't have a Sterling Sharpe. Everybody didn't have a Cheryl Sharpe. So God put things in my life
Mm-hmm.
that maybe somebody else had something else, but they didn't have that.
Right.
So once I realized that, it was easy for me to I never said, oh, they couldn't. No, you don't know. You never, unless when people say, Ocho, you know the saying is that walk a mile in somebody's shoes. And if you
Yeah.
remember my Hall of Fame speech, I said, if you walked a mile in my shoes, you wouldn't do me justice.
Right.
You need to spend 20 years of my life
Right.
to feel what I felt, to eat what I ate, to live how I live. Because that 1 mile that you spend in my shoes might have been the best day of my life. And see, now you got a false sense of what it was like to be Shannon Sharpe for 20 years.
Ooh. Come on, preacher.
So it's so easy for me to divorce myself, my ego, and empathize with somebody else. I've never been a selfish player. I've always been a team player. I'll take a hit for the team. I'm cool with that. I want to see everybody succeed. My teammates, that I think people you need to ask my teammates. And I'm not talking about the famous ones that's got to say the right thing, because if they don't, it might get out. Ask the ones that's not, and ask them how it was in the locker room. Go back to Glenville High. Go to Savannah State. Go to Denver. Go to Baltimore. Ask them. Ask the people at FS1 from the second floor down what Shannon Sharpe was like. Ask the security. When you go to the front guard gate, ask them what Shannon was like. when you go to the restaurant, Moe's, and where they got breakfast, ask them. Ask them in the makeup room. Ask them in the wardrobe room.
Right.
And then go to Denver and ask the equipment guy. Ask the people at the front. Ask the videographers. Ask the people in the training staff. Ask them. Ask Mike. What the hell you expect him to say? Don't ask John. What do you expect him to say?
Right.
Go ask the people. Don't ask Stephen A. Ask the people at the front. What's he like? I know it's only been a month or two, but ask him.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Whole Foods. Go to Target. Ask those people.
I like it.
I'm just who I am. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't put on no front. I don't try to be something I'm not. I'm who I am.
I think that's why we get along so well. Everybody going to talk about, oh, y'all got such great chemistry. Oh, y'all mesh well together. Well, I think what makes it so easy because we're just being truly, organically, and authentically ourselves. So it just flows naturally.
I think people, you know what it is?
People have watched the show and said, God damn, boy, y'all great together. How long y'all been doing this? Well, shit, we ain't got no goddamn script. We ain't got no script. But it goes so well, and everywhere I'm going, oh my goodness, I'm in Vegas. People say, boy, hey, the show, man, with you and Shannon, man, it's great. How long y'all been practicing? Practicing?
Yeah, no practice. What you see is off the rip.
Ain't what you seeing is right off. It's off the cuff. It's just natural, and it just.
I think the thing for you is that you knew me. We had a little conversation, a little dealings with each other, but not that much.
Right.
And when I saw the cross from you in the restaurant, I said, "Look, I'm picking you because I think you can do it. I think we can do it. I think we can do great TV."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I want to put you in a situation where you can grow. Now, what you do with the seeds that I give you, whether you choose to plant them, whether you choose to water them, whether you choose to fertilize them, that's on you. But I am going to give you the seeds to grow whatever you want to grow. And at the end of the day, that's it. So you'll never say, man, that he ain't helped me. He could have gave me a chance. That's all I can do.
Right.
And have a level of respect. I respect what you did. I respect how you did it. And at the end of the day, you know that I sincerely want the best for you. This is not transactional. You know I sincerely want you to succeed. I want you to be the best you can possibly be because I think you deserve this opportunity. I think you've earned this opportunity. And not only, but to grow. Each show, you get better and better. You get better and better. And eventually, we're going to climb, and we're not going to be number 9. We're going to be number 1.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about for me. Let's go. Is to give other people opportunities.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to give you the opportunity. What you do with it, because a lot of times you give people opportunity. They say when you give someone an opportunity, when opportunity knocks, a grumbler complains about the noise.
I like that.
I give you the opportunity.
Listen, but you know what I did with it? I done planted my seeds. I threw a little Viagra in there so it could grow a little faster. You laughing? Listen, I'm in my element. I'm in my element.
Yeah.
Talking sports, talking life. Turn the cameras on.
Yes.
And I'm ready. I said, listen, you tried to get off 30 minutes ago. You notice I'm still sitting here talking.
But I know you are, but I'm about to get off here right now, though. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, 6-time Pro Bowl player, Cincinnati Bengals Ring of Famer, legend, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. You a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I made my own goddamn jacket. I'm a Hall of 101.
Well, you in the Liberty City Hall of Fame. That's good enough for you. Good night, everyone.
We out. I'm going to catch y'all.
Time for Ocho and I to make some predictions for week 7. Introduce a new game called the Vaulted Challenge. We're excited to use the Vaulted app, spelled VLTED. Vaulted app is where you track your sports prediction and participate in daily cash prize pools. Show off your sports knowledge by dropping a hot take or challenging your friends for a variety of predictions. Download the app and join Shannon Sharpe Week 7 pool for a chance to win $2,500 in cash prizes. The best part is every pool is completely free to join. All you have to do is answer the question and risk confidence points on each prediction for a chance to walk away with some serious cash. Congratulations, Pete, Bobby, Justin, and John for winning last week's pool and splitting $2,500 in prize money. Before we go head-to-head on some challenges, it's time for my weekly sharp prediction that will be locked into the Vaulted app. I'm taking the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm giving everybody else the field to win the national championship. Yeah, I went out on a limb on that one. All right, I got a few more predictions for week 7, and Ocho wants to challenge me on the ones he disagrees with. All right, Ocho, first up, we got the Dolphins at the Eagles. I'm predicting that Tyreek Hill will have more receptions than A.J. Brown, and I'm willing to risk 20 units on this. Why you think A.J. is going to have more catches than Tyreek?
Well, I can tell you why. Because it's what he's done so far. Listen, A.J. Brown, the last 4 games, has 31 catches. I think what you're looking at Tyreek, his totality of yards he's put up so far. So I would assume you would probably think he's going to get more catches, but that's not the fact. A.J. Brown, the last 4 games, had 31 catches to Tyreek's 26.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Right.
So them 20 units you talking about, guess what's going to happen?
They're going to be 40 units because I'm going to take your 20.
You're going to lose again. Listen, I
remember last week when you took Jamar, and I took Spoon.
Yeah.
And I took that big spoon. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the proof is in the pudding. I just gave you the stats.
Okay.
I just gave you the stats. I just gave you the numbers. You can't deny that. You can have an opinion, but it's not going to deter you from the fact. I just gave you the fact of the matter.
We'll have this discussion again on Monday. All right, next up, we got the Lions at the Ravens. I'm predicting Jared Goff would have more passing touchdowns than Lamar Jackson. I'm willing to risk 30 units. What you think?
What you doing? Listen, Lamar Jackson hadn't even had his best game yet. Obviously, to this point, I don't think he's thrown over 240 or 250 yards, so he's due for a big game. Do you know Jared Goff? He's 0-2 against the Ravens, right? You know he's 0-2 against the Ravens.
I ain't predicting they win. I'm predicting he's going to throw more touchdowns.
How it's going to happen? You're playing against the Ravens defense. Guess how many touchdowns the Ravens defense has let up so far this year?
I know they let up one important one to Pittsburgh.
Okay, 4.
Guess how many touchdowns Jared Goff has?
Listen, they tied for number 1. 4. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Well,
I'm just telling you.
Well, I put up 30 units. And last, I got the 49ers to cover the 7 against the Vikings. I'll risk 10 units on that one.
You got the 49ers to cover the 7?
Covering the 7 without JJ.
Let me help you out. The Vikings started 0-3, right?
Yep.
They won the last 2 games, right? Correct?
You want to put the 10 units up, or you want to going to talk me to death?
I'm gonna put the 10 units up, but I'm trying to give you the fact. I'm trying to give you the facts of the matter on why
the 10 units up.
You're wrong.
I want to hear I don't want to hear how hard you work for these units. I just want you to say better.
Stay with me now. Stay with me a little bit, baby. Listen, Christian McCaffrey is banged up. Trent Williams is banged up.
Okay.
Deebo Samuel is banged up. Are you sure you want to put up 10 units?
Is Fran Tarkenton back there playing? If you got a 27-year-old Fran Tarkenton from Minnesota, or you still got Kirk Cousins back there?
Well, Kirk Cousins is the same one that's helped the team when they last 2 games, even after an 0-3 start. Yeah, that Kirk Cousins. Yes.
I got to point it out.
The momentum.
I know you ain't picking against that elite quarterback in Brock Purdy. I know you ain't picking against Brock Purdy.
Now he's elite?
You telling me?
He's elite now?
I'm following you. I follow your lead. You're the football savant here.
Listen,
you're the football savant.
I am this football savant, but I never said he was elite. But what he has around him, the supporting cast he has around him, he's good. He's good, but everybody hurt.
He's good.
Christian McCaffrey's out. Yeah, he's not bad.
So there are our predictions for week 7. They're locked into the Vaulted app. If you want to prove you're smarter than your friends, go download the Vaulted app and use the challenge feature. And make sure you enter Shannon Sharpe Week 7 pool. It's totally free to join, and first place wins $2,000. Remember, Vaulted is spelled VLTED
on the QR code. It's right on your screen.